Alrighty, so I didn't actually think about it first thing, but Brunhild is a green unit, which means that you can actually use them on Hell difficulty Bellmoth raids. And so I've normally been using Festival Zeldris for this, just because I think he's a really fun unit, and I've honestly gotten this fight down to a science where I don't even really need to like run it with an actual person anymore. Like, I literally just use my friend's AI, and he has good enough units and good enough gear on his sets that I can literally just run this solo each day when the reset happens, and I'm good to go. So I really wanted to test out Brunhild and see how she kind of fares on the team. I'm assuming she's going to be pretty good because she has a detonate card, which may not actually get as much use out of this, because normally I don't stall any turns. This is pretty much like a 3-turn KO team, so, or like a run that I normally do. So I don't think that the detonate card is literally like necessarily going to be the best, but the power strike card is really good. And the fact that she has 2 attack cards, whereas normally when I run Zeldris, he only has the 1 attack card and then the debuff card that doesn't really do you any good. I think that I'm going to be good to go. I do have UR gear for every character on this team except for Alioni. I'm actually using my Ludociel gear on him. It's like an HP defense set, but it's completely maxed out. So this is literally like best case scenario, I think. But it should be a lot of fun. Normally, I do actually really enjoy running Festival Zeldris for this fight, so I'm kind of interested to see how she fares. I'm assuming she'll do just as good, if not better, because she actually has 2 attack cards, but the fight normally goes pretty well, so the AI is actually smart enough to use this card first thing. So normally what I do is I'll just use these 2 cards to make sure that we can mop up damage and clear phase 1, and then on phase 2, normally his Zeldris will end up using his level 3 card, and I just have to use like 1 card or something like that to really guarantee a kill. So I'll normally end up using this card right here, and if I pull an extra Liz card, so that way I can get her ultimate. So I think I'm going to do that the same way that I normally would, but we'll just check out how much damage Brunhild does, or Brunhild, in phase 3, I guess. So we actually did pull an extra Brunhild card here. He actually might kill here. I know that it's going to be a waste of a card. Actually, I should have used this one first just in case. I did kind of want to test out the card, but it is a detonate card, and he literally has a 0 ultimate gauge. So, alright. I don't think he has his gear set up on Zeldris with a level 3 card. That I think that should normally do more, but he moves his gear a lot around a lot. So normally I just I take whatever his AI does, and I sort of just, you know, make the difference up with my regular attacks. I've done this so many times at this point, I can pretty much judge whether or not I need to use certain cards. So he is using an ult, and he has a 6/6 ult, so that's actually going to do a pretty decent amount of damage. I'm pretty sure I'm going to kill with whatever card I use. I might not kill with the detonate card first, so let's try to use that and see the damage on it, and then maybe the power strike, and then I'm definitely going to kill with those 2 cards, I would imagine. It's really crazy how this fight goes now, because whenever it first came out, it was so hard, and it's ridiculous that I can basically run it with an AI now consistently. Like, I rarely ever lose unless I just get absolutely like shafted on RNG. So the power strike card actually should be really good. Wow, actually it did not do as much as I thought it would. Huh. It's actually a little disappointing. I can do about 550k with 1 level 3 Zeldris card, so I'm actually not as, you know, I'm not as hyped on this as I would have wanted to be. This is another instance where I literally pull the gold chest like all of the time, and I get these 2 cosmetic upgrades out of it. The Bellmoth raid has been out for like 3 months at this point, and I've still not pulled the Bellmoth card, and I run at least 1 Bellmoth raid per day. Sometimes I run all 3, so That's actually ridiculous. If you did pull for Brunhild, you might want to use her for this fight. It's completely up to you. I think it just depends on your strategy, really. If you're a person that's willing to stall and you actually do this with somebody and you are able to like stall a turn and let them get their ultimate gauge up, the detonate card probably would end up doing a really good amount of damage on it. But honestly, I think I might switch back to Zeldris for this, because Zeldris actually, with his cleave card, doing that extra damage and not critting, like the way that it works, it actually deals so much damage, especially on that last phase, because I've got a couple of Gother stacks by then. So I don't know, I might mess around with it a little bit more, see if I like it better than Zeldris, but I'm actually a little disappointed, but it still works very well. So either way, that's pretty much all I wanted to do today. Short video for you, but that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future. I don't normally, shill a little bit, but I do have a Discord if you want to join. The link is in the description below. We have a pretty decent amount of members, and we're always, interacting with each other and talking about the game and stuff like that. So if you want to, feel free to join. Other than that, that's all I got. So I'll see you in the next one.